best in deadlift was this trophy. It was Missouri Festival, male best in deadlift. Actually, this year I think I was in a very good form. So my diet was on point, everything, my training, my sleeping, my resting hours, everything was okay.
Yeah. Wazito. Power iko. Sawa?
Karibu sana.
Tunaficha Maloba, si ndio?
Exactly.
YouTube channel,
sawa? Nice one.
Maloba YouTube channel, si ndio?
Wow. Wow. For fitness. Sports TV.
Ndio hiyo sasa.
Noma sana.
Habari makubwa hapa. Wacha niwasalimia. The man himself, See the man himself? The man himself.
Mwenye pesa
ndio huyo. Sawa? Alafu kuna kuchari hapo, unaona? Yule kuchari amekuja anakuwa very humble guy. Unaona? A very humble guy, lakini nakwambia anafinya. Anafanya nini? Anafinya.
Welcome ladies and gentlemen. This is our first shoot. This is our first athlete that we are going to interview today. We are very happy because this challenge is beginning on a high note. We are interviewing one of the biggest athletes in Kenya, one of the biggest strongman athletes, but we don't want to go deeper into details. We want the person to introduce himself. At least we know him. Thank you for your time, and thank you for watching the weightlifting sports TV. This is a story of a champion. Okay, Omosh, welcome to the show. We are going to introduce yourself. So we'll begin with your names, what you do, what you've achieved so far in this weightlifting sport, and anything else that you do beyond being a virtual.
Thank you so much, Mr. Juha. So my name is Paul Teye. I'm a competitive strongman athlete in Kenya. Besides that, I'm a tour operator of Teesley Adventures.
Yeah, thank you. Now, I'd like to go straight to your achievements in the sport before I go and focus on other things that you've done. So, I'm aware that last year, that is in 2021, you were holding the max deadlift national record for the deadlift competition. You are noticed as to be one of the best deadlifters in the country. What makes you be the best deadlifter in the country?
I love training deadlifts. I never miss deadlift, working out. I think it's one of my best movement because I find it to be so simple and I love training my back. So I guess it's just passion. That's why I do it a lot.
And I'll want to introduce a number of things before we go deeper into the details. I can see there are a number of trophies over here. So I have known you for quite some while. One of the best strength coaches in there. So I think this is your first trophy. You introduce your first trophy to our audience.
Actually, this is my third trophy. My first trophy, it was just a medal. This was advanced fitness. It was advanced strongest man. This was my first competition. My second competition actually. Because the first competition I became fourth.
Number 4 it was Kamkunji.
It was Kamkunji in 2021.
So you get this is the medal that you were given as the best in deadlift.
No, this is not the best in deadlift. This is the very first competition.
In advanced fitness.
Yes, advanced fitness.
Yeah.
So the competition for the best in deadlift was this trophy. It was Missouri Festival, male best in deadlift. Actually, this year I think I was in a very good form. So my diet was on point, everything, my training, my sleeping, my resting hours, everything was okay.
Now I'll interject you a bit.
Yes.
Before we go back to the other trophies, I have seen. Just take a seat, kindly.
Thank you.
You were the best in deadlift. Recently, in March 4th, there was a competition in Battlefield in South Sea, one of the biggest strongman competition run by Clyde and Associates. So we noticed that in this competition, your first deadlift call was 330 kgs, and you were unable to lift the call. Now, there was this argument people were saying, I don't know if it's true or not true, since I know you run a very big tours company, Teyezilla Adventures, that the previous time you took people to adventures and maybe you could be having a lady. Now, the issue here is, I'd like you to explain something in regards to lifting heavy and having sex prior to lifting heavy. Not necessarily that you had sex before that time, but just bring out the issue.
Okay. Having sex before lifting or your training program, it actually affects your performance in the gym or in the competition. Because sex, you get, when you're having sex with a woman or a lady, you use a lot of energy. You tend to lose some proteins, calories, so it's usually challenging to your sports performance. So I think the best thing is when you're having a competition or you want to train good or to perform better in the gym, it's better try to avoid sex before the session.
So the allegations could be true, not true, depending on your explanation.
No, that one is not true. That one is not actually true, because that day I can remember, okay, I was not well prepared for the competition. That day I didn't have energy to perform better.
How did Teyezilla come in? Because we knew you as Teyezilla in the strength and fitness as a strongman. How did the Teesley Adventures come in? Because I know this is one of the biggest adventures company that we have. How did Teyezilla come in?
Okay, Teyezilla came in because my gym clients insisted, they were telling me about the hiking. They wanted to go to an hike, while I've never been to one before taking them. So I was wondering, what is hiking? I've never done hiking. My clients are requesting me to do hiking. How can I go about it? So I kept silent for some time, but they were insisting. After insisting, I saw one of my friends, he's called Peter Kamau, went for a hiking like a week or 3 days ago. So after that, I approached him and asked him. Our first hiking we organized to Mount Longonot. We charged 2,000 shillings per head. So the first hiking, it was during the COVID times, 2020. We went, we had like 22 clients. It was, yeah, we went for hiking. It was the best experience ever. The clients loved it. So just immediately after the hiking, everything was good and they requested for another one. So after the 1 month, we organized another. So we started organizing once a month under the name of Extreme Gym Hike. Yeah, before Teyezilla came in.
That is one of the biggest adventure company that we have, and I will wish to kindly request all our subscribers to go and check for Teyezilla Adventures on all social websites. They have the best. I believe you have clients abroad from Canada, Australia,
Yes,
and everywhere. So I'm going to capture a different aspect. This sport, the strongman sport, because we want to assist people who are trying to join the sport. This is a sport that entails eating a lot of food. You are not married, you are single. I don't know why you are single. Because I understand you are one of the athletes who has got a very big platform, especially from the ladies fan base. So how do you think not being married is really affecting this sport, especially when it comes to eating? Or how do you, or maybe if I can put it in another way, if I can paraphrase, is being a bachelor the best option for you? Maybe you're going to eat the food alone. So please comment on that.
Okay, I don't know why you're insisting on being single. How did you know that I'm single? Anyway, so it's a 50-50. I don't know if getting married is the way forward or being single. Anyway, I like to prepare my meals. I do prepare my meals. I love eating a lot. So I think being single and getting married, I don't really think if it can affect the sport because for me, I believe that getting married it can be one of the most advantageous thing that someone can get in this sport because after work you can get your wife has prepared your meals, so you at the end of the day you attain the amount of calories that you need. Being single, the challenge is that sometimes I get off the work very late. So you can come to a house, maybe I just decide to sleep. Sometimes you just decide to sleep hungry. You are tired of cooking. So I believe that if you have someone, it can be really of a good help compared to being single.
I'd like you to comment about this trophy. At least I know this one is the Iron Fit Trophy that happened, was it 2022 in December, where you became number 3. I'd like you to comment about this medal. Then there's this one. I know this one is Kamkunji, where you became number 3.
Okay, this medal is Missouri Festival. I think is one of my precious one. I really value it because I became second and I was really well prepared for the competition. It was just 1 month after winning the advanced fitness. So apart from that, I also won this one for second place position. This one was Missouri Festival. They are most of my precious. They motivate me every morning when I wake up. Because this year I've not win any medal, but I hope before the year ends, I'll be having more.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we continue, this is one of our best strength athletes, one of the best strongman athletes in the country, one of the best deadlifters in the country. This is one person whose squat is above 300 kgs, somebody who can squat over 330 kgs. And if by any chance you like to get coaching from him, because I believe he's a coach. I know he's a coach. He has been coaching a number of people. He has raised different athletes in the strongman arena. He runs a tour company. And what else? He owns a gym.
Extreme gym.
Extreme gym. So if by any chance you like to get a contract to the athlete, you can let me know through the contact section. But you can go to the Instagram page, Facebook page, and subscribe to Teyezilla Adventures, where you can contact him directly. Lastly, I'd like to ask you one question. What do you think, like when I check on this sport, there are so many opportunities. Like randomly, I know you're a bright person, you're an architecture. Which opportunity do you see in this sport for any other athlete to venture in other than tours? That's
okay. That only depends with personal, let's say a personal interest. But apart from tours, you can be doing personal training. Personal training is a lucrative business also. You can also do something like, let's say, corporate team building. Corporate team building is one of the best. You can go to banks, maybe negotiate with the corporate members, they give you some deals, actually, because they relate with fitness. It's all about networking. So it will depend on what you're good in. Do what you feel like you're good in.
What do you think is the most crucial thing for an athlete to remain relevant in this sport for that long?
The most crucial thing is discipline, and support. Actually, you can be having a supportive partner. Let's say like Eddie Hall. when he attained the world deadlift record of 500 kgs. His fiancée was supporting him in every way, food and other things. So I think getting yourself the best or a supportive partner, being disciplined and having a good training program, which is one of the best things. Also having a personal doctor like a physio, a nutritionist, all those are very crucial things that someone should have so that he or she can achieve something greater in this sport.
Okay, thank you for your time, guys. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. This is the story of a champion.